Hey everyone, it's Jo. Today we're looking at wikis for learning. So what are the technical aspects? Well, it's an example of Web 2.0, which is read, write, web, which is very difficult to say. It's really communally owned by both users and guests if you have the link and it's been shared publicly. It's user-generated content, and there are a number of providers like Wikispaces and Google Drive are some examples. And Wikipedia would be the best example of what's available and the largest wiki on the planet as we speak. So what can wikis actually do? Well, they're a communal, I'm placing them in my head as a communal online collaboration tool, and anyone can, with the link or access to that wiki, can edit, erase, amend the content, and any visitor can contribute. So it's really a multi-author document that's morphing in real time, and that it's equitable because it controls the level of anonymity, and it's live, it's growing, morphing, changing, it's a perpetual draft form, and the creator who creates a wiki space decides the access that he or she grants. It can either be public to anyone on the web, it can be link protected, or you can just remain personal. It's similar to blogs in that it's highly visual with lots of thinking and linking, and it's multi-layered, meaning that you can add lots of different media, because if it's on the web you can link it to your wiki space, and it's accessible to all, and it's a fantastic example of Summer's lifelong learning. So what is the word origin? Well, it's a web application that allows anyone visiting a website to edit content on it, and it's from Hawaiian language, which wiki, which means quick, which was coined by Ward Cunningham. So I love that, wiki, quick. I'll always remember that now. So what is the structure? Well, you get on it, you edit it, and then you write, and then you save, and you can actually have multiple pages. So it's kind of like a website in that you can actually have multiple pages, and you just get in there and change it, and one person can belong to a number of wikis. So what is the learning outcome that it supports for a teacher? It's basically ditto for blogging. So if you haven't watched my blogging video, you may choose to watch that now, but it's fantastic for setting up collaboration and group consensus, and I imagine that there may or may not be a need for mediation depending on how people conduct themselves in wiki spaces. For students, I think they'll have fun exploring, investigating, and producing a wiki on whatever topic is given to them. They'll have to ask the right questions and decide what they want to contribute and who they want to network and how they want to extend their knowledge. It's learner-centered, instant feedback reward, and a great way to build their civic success in deciding what to publish, build their cyber safety knowledge and ability, network and research online. So what are some activities? We could have a classroom wiki, which is basically a photo compilation. It could be a communication to design lists and resources, share resources. I would imagine you'd need to establish guidelines, and it would be great if the classroom themselves could come up with guidelines of what are the rights and responsibilities of belonging to a wiki space, and really a hub for the classroom. It really supports group authoring, so I think the biggest thing as opposed to email is it helps organise ideas and activities and keep track of projects and individual participation. So the creation, I would imagine for myself, I would use it as a science teacher, if I was conducting a virtual field trip, for presentations, for writing a wiki book, and explore topics like collate information and maybe pass something like a legislative bill. These ideas of creation have come from this smartteaching.org blog, 20 ways to use wikis. For personal application for the teacher, students and schools, I've done a plus, minus and implications chart. So the positives I see, you can actually just read them, but the keys here is real world, lifelong learning, civic responsibility, intellectual trust. I think that's a big thing that's happening with the online collaborative tool. Fun, engaging, self-checking skills, interaction, collaboration, social, and it's really promoting what I'd imagine, what I'm thinking and terming for myself as we think rather than I think, individual thinking processes, and it's about critical thinking. The minuses could be that it cannot accommodate multiple authors at one instance. It's access for all, so making sure that you set the right privacy levels for your wiki, respecting other people's comments, and what I'm thinking is online graffiti, people, posting inappropriate things if it was public to the world, posted to the World Wide Web, but the potential to lose content, particularly with the multiple authors and people who don't respect the rights and responsibilities of being part of your wiki. And the other minus, I was just thinking as last night, was that it would, because of the collaboration, it would really need to change your focus as a teacher of the rubric and the outcome and how you assess people's contribution. Implications are, if you're worried about multiple authors, is use Google Docs. Make sure you've got the right resources to support this. Prepare guidelines of rights and responsibilities of belonging to the wiki. Learner central and multi-layered learning. And through the SAMR lens, I could imagine that I'd use these for like a field trip to our local Baldwin swamp here in Bundaberg, and at the substitution level, I would, students compile a list of resources needed and ideas of what we could investigate on our field trip. Augmentation, you could actually visit the Bureau of Meteorology and look at climate patterns. Modification, you could use Google Earth layers to get a real good geographical overview of the area. And redefinition, create a video of the field trip and post it to YouTube to embed in the Wikispace that you created. So it's like a compendium then of everything involved with that field trip, and just enhances. Okay, that's it. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye.